Do you know how to set up Tangem for maximum security? What new devices can we expect from Tangem this year? And is it true that you can store no more than $2,000 per Tangem wallet? In this video, I'll cover these and many more crucial questions about this hardware wallet that a lot of people find confusing. So, by the end of this video, you'll know every tricky detail about Tangem, and probably your digital wallet will never be hacked. So, if you're ready to learn everything there is to know about safekeeping your crypto, let's get started. Can I pay with my Tangem in stores like with a regular credit card? Good question, because at the Cardano Summit 2023, Tangem announced Tangem Pay technology in partnership with Visa. The idea is that using Tangem Pay, you can pay with any crypto at all 95 million Visa terminals. This is the first solution of this kind where you can buy real goods using crypto without compromising on security, because the funds will be spent directly from your self-custody wallet. But I've got two sad things to tell you. First, Tangem Pay has not been released yet and will be out most likely in Q3-Q4 of 2024. The second one is that using Tangem Pay will require a special device, so most likely they will release a separate hardware wallet certified by Visa. And for us, this means that we won't be able to buy lattes at Starbucks using the current version of the wallet. But don't worry, if you want to be one of the first to know about the release of Tangem Pay, subscribe to the channel, and as soon as this feature goes live, I'll make a separate video about it. And we'll probably go shopping somewhere, why not? Can I create multiple accounts on the primary card from the one wallet? As far as I know, at the moment this feature is under development, and unfortunately the Tangem app does not support creating multiple addresses for one wallet. But what most people don't realize is that if you need to have multiple wallets and you prefer to use Tangem, you can still manage multiple wallets at the same time within the same app. Here's my personal example. I have a first-gen Tangem with 3 cards right here, and just by swiping my finger, I can access my second-gen Tangem wallet with 2 cards and a seed phrase. You can add an infinite number of wallets in the app settings right here just by clicking Add New Wallet, but it will require having multiple sets of Tangem cards. I know, it can be pricey if you need dozens or hundreds of wallets addresses, but if you just need a few to separate assets, this might be a reasonable solution. Can the seed phrase exported from the Tangem wallet be recovered using another software hot wallet? When you set up Tangem Wallet, basically you have 2 main options to choose from. First, generating a private key on a device. That way you can be sure it will never be leaked, because it is generated on a device and will only be stored inside these cards. Second option, set up Tangem Wallet using seed phrase. This way you will still keep the private key inside the backup cards, but if something goes wrong with Tangem, you can always restore your wallet using the original seed phrase you imported. And here you can restore your Tangem to any software or even hardware wallet. But what all Tangem setup options have in common is that once Tangem is set up, there is no way to export the private key from the card itself. How to set up Tangem for maximum security? Good question, because Tangem became my daily choice almost a year ago, and I've already developed a small security protocol that can elevate the safety of this wallet to the max. First step, if you tend to lose things, are afraid that your seed phrase will be exposed somehow, or you're just a beginner and the use of a seed phrase is too much of a hassle for you, I recommend using the Tangem setup method without seed phrase generation. This way, you'll have 3 durable safe backup cards protected by access code. It's 99.9% of your safety. But the thing is, if someone gets their hands on 2 of your cards at once, they can reset your access code and get full access to your wallet. If in your personal situation you feel that this is something possible, here's how you can handle that. Step 2. You can go to card settings, tap your card to the phone, and you can disable the ability to reset access codes with your backup cards. This will make your wallet a little more unbreakable. But now carefully, this step comes with a trade-off, because by disabling the ability to recover the access code, you also prevent yourself from resetting your access code. So please be careful here. And step 3. The last thing you can do to make your use of Tangem a little safer is to uncheck Save Access Code feature in the app settings. This way the app, instead of using Face ID or Touch ID, will ask you for your access code every time you make a transaction. So if someone forces you to make a transaction, you will at least be able to enter the wrong access code. And as a bonus, it will be harder for you to forget your access code, since you'll be entering it into the app frequently, because I actually already don't remember mine. What if I wanted to get a Tangem wallet? Cool, the safest and easiest way to buy one is to purchase it from the official Tangem website. You can do it using the link in the description below or by using this QR code. First of all, this way you can buy Tangem up to 10% cheaper using the promo code Mikita, and also you'll be sure that you're buying 100% authentic wallet. And by the way, if you enjoy the quality of the content, this way you also support the channel. How are you taking profits on Tangem? This is one of the most popular questions you asked me under my previous video about Tangem. So here's how I do it. Basically, there are two ways you can take profits from a hardware wallet, and the first one, centralized. This is when a hardware wallet is used only for the safe storage of crypto or stable coins, and when it's needed to sell some of the assets or buy more, the crypto is transferred from the hardware wallet to an exchange, let's say Coinbase, and that's where you can take your profits. Pros of this approach: exchanges offer a huge selection of assets to buy, transactions on the exchange are almost instant, and by using a centralized exchange, you get the smallest commissions for buying or selling crypto. Cons of this approach: that every exchange requires you go through the KYC, every exchange can go bankrupt, so it is better not to keep a lot of money there for a long time, and also every exchange can block your funds for a million different reasons. I personally take profits using centralized exchanges because I don't want to pay big commissions for crypto swaps, and because at the moment I'm not worried about my funds being blocked. But if you want to go fully decentralized, here is the second way how you can take profits. Can I swap crypto using Tangem? Like I said, if you want to go fully decentralized, you can trade cryptocurrency directly in the Tangem app using the basic swap function. This will give you full control over your coins with no KYC, and really no one will be able to block your funds. But the catch is, commissions can be crazy high, especially if you're using Ethereum network. For example, if I'd like to exchange Ethereum for USDT on the Ethereum network, I might pay about $15 just to complete the transaction. And we are not talking about the fact that exchange rate on decentralized platforms might not be the best. Yes, if you will use other networks for that type of stuff, the situation will be a bit better there. For example, to make swap in the Polygon network, you'll need to pay only about 5 cents, but still, the choice of the assets you can swap there is not that big. But even here, Tangem has managed to integrate one smart swap method that can fix the high fee issue on the Ethereum network and other networks. When making a swap, you can change the transaction provider to Change Now. This is a centralized service using which in some cases you can make transactions cheaper than using DeFi. For example, exchanging Ethereum to Bitcoin will only cost me about $2 per transaction, which is very cheap. With Change Now, instead of using a smart contract, you send your crypto directly to the wallets of this centralized service, and when funds arrive, Change Now sends you back the same amount in another crypto, and in this way you're saving on commissions. The only risk here is that it's still a centralized way of exchanging, but I see it as a good alternative to DeFi swaps if you need to exchange quickly and without a big commission. What other devices can we expect from Tangem? You probably didn't know, but Tangem started out as a digital banknote company. Yes, they had plastic cards similar to current wallets with pre-funded balances in Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and so on, even Dogecoin. The idea was that you could buy these cards with a pre-funded balance at the checkout of your grocery store, and this way invest in crypto. Unfortunately, these bills are no longer produced. But now, this idea has evolved into these cool wallets that support multiple cryptos, where you can do swaps, import seed phrases, or even do your DeFi stuff using Wallet Connect protocol. But what's next? In April 2024, Tangem plans to release a new device, the Tangem Ring, the world's first piece of jewelry and a hardware wallet device at the same time. This crypto ring will share the same features as the Tangem card, including an NFC antenna and the EAL5 Plus Tangem chip. Basically, the ring will more likely work as an addition to your existing Tangem wallets. While setting up Tangem, you'll be able to create a wallet inside the ring and link 2 additional Tangem cards as a backups. Unfortunately, the price and other exact specs are still unknown, but sales of the Tangem ring will begin in April 2024. So subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss my in-depth review of this device. Is it true that you can store no more than $2,000 per Tangem wallet? So, under my previous video about Tangem, I received the following comment. In the terms of service, Tangem states a single card shall never store a value of more than $2,000. So, if I store $10,000 or $20,000, wouldn't I be violating the terms of service? Strange, right? So, I decided to ask Tangem support about this directly, and this is what they basically told me. They say that this clause does not apply to the Tangem wallet, and this clause applies to a single currency hardware wallet that supports a single coin, which was called the Tangem Note. This is why we see the term single card in a clause 5.5. Tangem Note is a single card wallet that doesn't support the option to link backup cards, and for this wallet they suggest a limit of $2,000 to reduce the risks if access to the wallet was lost. They also said, as to the Tangem wallets, there are no limits to how much you can store in your cards. In fact, we have no way of knowing how much is on there, as the cards is completely decentralized. We know nothing about your assets, and we would like to keep it that way. So, what do you think about it? It's a very strange terms of service clause, and I hope they change the wording and make some kind of disclaimer about Tangem Wallet and Tangem Note, so this clause doesn't scare people anymore. But at the same time, I realize that they really have no control over the assets on the wallet, they don't know the amount that is stored on the wallet, and certainly Tangem can disable your or my wallet remotely. Even if that happens, you can just take the seed phrase and import it into another hardware wallet. So, even if it's considered as a violation of terms of service, they just can't do anything about it. So I'm not too worried about the fact that such a clause exists. But in any case, Tangem, it's better to rephrase it somehow. Which wallet is better, Tangem or Ledger? Okay, I think these are two totally different wallets with their own drawbacks, and some of them might be pretty serious. So to decide which wallet suits you personally, you can watch my in-depth review right here, where I go over all crucial things you need to consider when choosing between these devices. So click here and see you in the next video.